Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how I've been day trading, growing my $100 account over the past 2 weeks. Now, we're going to be breaking down some of the trades that I had this past week, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down in the comments. So, we've officially doubled this account, which is crazy to me, right? In a matter of a couple of weeks, we've invested $100 and now we have a total account size of $201.89. And you guys can see I am up 113% or about $91. So round of applause to me. I feel very, very confident in my swing trading abilities, but we're going to be breaking down some of the trades that I took for this past week. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments. And we will also be showing you guys how I find stock at the end of this video. So moving on to the first couple of trades, right? The first trade that I made was on Ford Motor Company. Now I bought in right on the support here at $11.10. The reason why is because it's had this previous tendency to get some buying pressure near and around that price zone every single time. So I hopped in, set my stops below that recent candlestick down here, just past 1050. So pretty much going to be risking at the time about 60 cents to possibly have this stock. My ideal price level was 13, but I started scaling out at about 1190, 1250, and then totaling out here at about 13, which made about, I would say, almost most of my money. But the beauty of this is just a textbook support and resistance play, right? Had heavy support here right down at that $11.10, bought in, setting stops below that recent candle, and then trying to sell at that first, resistance level, which obviously with a small account starting off, you always want to take profits, because taking a loss this early in the game will destroy your account. It will be very, very hard to recover. Now, the second trade that I made was on Twitter, ticker symbol TWTR here. Now this one here is very, very similar. Anytime you start swing trading, it doesn't make sense to buy in on these really, really risky stocks. It's better to just play conservative and invest into high quality setups than riskier plays that carry maybe a little more reward but overall more risk. So this one here had heavy support, as you guys can see, at about 32.28. Looking at it, setting stops below that recent candle right here at about 31 even is where I set my stops on that one. And the beauty of this one is this one popped all the way up to $40. So this one was a $9 per share move, and when you have a couple of shares, that adds up very, very quick, right? So these were the two trades that I made this past week, which ultimately helped get me to doubling my account. And this is week 2, guys, so if you want to go check out last week's video, make sure you guys do that. But how do I find stock? That is one of the most common questions that I've been getting asked. And it's very, very simple. All I do is I go to finvest.com, right? Finvest.com is a stock scanning site. It allows you to filter out all the stocks. And I understand that I kind of started swing trading at like the best time, just because we've seen a lot more rebound just in the general markets, right? We were up on the Dow Jones today, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. You guys can see the S&P 500 map is beautiful. But looking at it here, what I do is I go to the screener tab right here. This one it's kind of how you guys find stock, right? The screener. So you're going to want to go descriptive, fundamental, technical, click all, and it'll kind of put all of those all in one place. The next thing you do is with a small account, right, of $100, you're going to want to filter underneath $20. You can do more, but personally, I want to make sure I can capitalize on some share size and buy in, right? With that move with Twitter, that was a little more expensive at 32. I just knew it was a quality setup, so that's why I took the trade. But starting out, you always want to make sure you guys can capitalize on that share size. The next thing you guys want to do is you want to have volume. So anything over 500,000 or 750,000 is very, very good. You want to make sure that people are interested and people are buying. I'll kind of shrink myself so you guys can see a little better. So now what you want to do is go to relative volume. Relative volume is just the overall demand for the stock, right? Demand versus buying pressure with volume. So what you want to do is go over 0.5 or 0.75. Both of them are fantastic, but as you start creeping up, this gets more volatile, right? Pretty much the higher you go, the more volatile the stock will be. So we'll go over 0.5, and we still have 860 stock left. So the next thing, probably one of the most important things, is pattern, right? Pattern is pretty much, it's like being able to use technical analysis all at once. So the beauty of this is they have a trend line support strong. We can click that, and that filters out all those 800 plus stocks down to 45. So the next thing is click charts, and what you want to look at is you want to look for a stock that has some sort of buying pressure that's sold off on support. It sounds so easy, but that's all it is, right? You want to make sure you're looking for a stock that have an upward trend and has sold off, right? Something kind of like this, but I would like a little more buying pressure and a little more sell off back down here. This stock here, you'd want to hop in, at this like 360 mark. Most of these stocks have just seen general sell off. Something like this does look interesting, but you guys will notice that it's kind of stair-stepping its way up, which anytime you do that, the risk kind of goes up. So something like this also looks interesting, but I would want it to be a little more down here at probably about $7 even. So we're just continuing to look. And if we don't find anything, that's fine. We don't have to make a trade. Something like this looks very, very good on the short side, just because it has that heavy support there, or resistance, excuse me. So nothing on that. What you guys can also do that I found out works very, very well is you can go channel up strong, or you can do horizontal support and resistance. So something like this, AMX, does look interesting here, where it does have some heavy support. So this would be a play that I would be looking at. AMX, I'd pull it up on the chart and get a better understanding, right, of this stock. Now, the first thing you want to do is, yes, we understand we've had that sell-off. Why did it sell off, right? We understand there was an earnings, did good, it looks like, on the revenue, but missed on the earnings per share. So the first thing I would do is actually draw out that support, right? Support down here at about 18, right here at about 18.27. Resistance, the first one that I see is probably about here. We have a little resistance there, but mostly that first one would be right here at about 20. So technically, you could hop in on this trade. If you hopped in at 18.51, setting stops below 18, all the way in here, risking ultimately 50 cents to possibly have this stock go up to 19, which is a 1-to-1 risk and reward, which is good. It's decent, I should say. But where you'd make a lot of money is having the stock push all the way up here to 20. So this would be a play that I would definitely look at. I would want to try to get a lower price, so I pretty much just set an alert and wait for this stock to fall. And ultimately, that's as easy as it gets. And with swing trading is you don't have to make a trade, right? Starting off, you always want to have high quality setups before you start getting more and more risky, guys. So that is pretty much how I swing trade and how I've grown my account up 113%, guys. So that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care, everyone.